Today I'm back on my apple tree that I've been growing from seed over the last few years. I just pruned it back at the end of the last video, and you can see here it's bounced back and there seems to be plenty of long shoots everywhere, so that's good to see. I keep saying I need to wire it, but I'll get around to that at some point. I can never quite find the time to deal with this tree, and that seems to be the theme throughout this video. But anyway, it's looking good here in September. It'll be slow on down here, but it's done well this season. Like many of my trees, this pot is probably too small, but it's still making progress. You can see the leaves are starting to change in October. Some do go a really nice multicolour, but overall it doesn't really put on the best quality display, but that's fine. It's very much dormant in November, and you can really see how long some of the growth is from last year. But now you can also see the structure properly and see there's plenty of work still to do. You can really see it needs wire. A lot of the main structure is kind of bunched up, especially in the middle. It kind of needs spread apart. I think some wire will make a big difference. At the end of February I pruned it back to get it ready for spring. I just shortened everything back. It didn't need much work, but my plan was to not wire it right now, even though I probably should have. And then I was going to repot it in spring, but you'll see in a second that didn't happen. It woke up insanely fast and I was still tempted to do it in leaf, but I didn't want to risk it. It does mean this tree is going to be in this small pot for 3 years, so that's not ideal, but what can you do? This tree always does wake up earlier than most trees, but this year it was really early and really fast and I just missed it. So you can see here in early March it's pretty much in leaf. I don't know, maybe I could have got away with it, especially when you consider it's already been in this little pot for 2 years. So it's going to be pretty full in there, but it might have been worth the risk. But obviously, I just left it. You can see all those roots have caused an explosion of growth in April. There are trees sat beside this one that are not even pushing their buds yet, while this one's going crazy. Still going strong in May. I probably could have pruned it here, but I just let it run a bit longer. In June, it's looking really out of control. I'm going to have to prune it back here, or it might start struggling. I know that root ball is going to be struggling in that tiny pot, but trying to cope with all this foliage too is really going to push things to the limit. You can see some of the leaves are looking a bit red, which is maybe sunburn, but I imagine it's more to do with the fact that it's struggling to get enough water up into the branches, rather than the power of the sun. So hopefully this pruning will take some of the strain off things, as well as cause some more branching, so everyone wins. It's a pretty rough pruning. I'm just shortening everything back. It's fine to do that for now, and then in winter I can actually make any corrections if needed. But that should hopefully help it out for now anyway. And here we are now, where there's not much change yet, but it's all good. Thanks for watching, see you next time.